Hello. Jessica Coulter here, CEO and founder of Ace Cookie Tutoring. We are continuing our summer review myth series. Today we're talking about reading. Yesterday was all about math, so if you missed that video, be sure to catch the replay after this video here on YouTube and on Facebook. Before we get going as to what to do about reading this summer, how to get your teens to actually do that, I want you to know I have a pretty awesome Facebook group where I'll be sharing even more strategies all about reading. So be sure to join us on Facebook in my group. So parents, tell me, how is the reading situation? Do our teens like to read, or is that something they're resistant to do? Because I got to tell you, I work with a lot of students. I tutor a lot of high schoolers on the ACT, especially in the reading and English section, who hate to read. And I can tell you, the students that have the low reading scores, I'm talking like mid-teens, really low 20s, they don't read. And students that aren't great at English, don't have any interest in writing or reading, they really, really struggle. So do know that is reason number one for your teens to read this summer is if you've got a freshman, sophomore, and even a junior who doesn't have the ACT score once yet, reading definitely going to make a difference. Now, when I say reading, I don't want you parents to think, hey, they have to read chapter books and like really thick, long, tedious books. No, not at all. If your teen doesn't like to read, he's definitely not going to want to read a big, long, hairy book. But find what your teen's interested in. Because I got to tell you, the world we live in, the technology we have access to, the resources we have access to, there is something for your teen to read that he's going to enjoy. If it's a book, great. If it's a magazine, that's fine. If it's a blog post, that's fine. If it's some research that he does online and it ends up on some websites, it ends up going to all these places to hunt down books and articles and whatever, that's okay too. Okay, so parents, the important thing is we've got to help your teens read this summer, preferably every day. Like I'm talking 20, 30 minutes a day, so not much at all. The more your teen reads, the better he's going to read. So the faster he's going to read, the better his vocab's going to be. And like I said, for our high school parents, your teens are going to do much better on the ACT, SAT if they read. Okay, so what else can I do about reading? What else can I advise? Stick around for that. If you're just joining us, do know, parents, I'm live on Facebook, live on YouTube. So I hope you are a follower on Ace Cookie Tutoring business page and YouTube channel because I'm going live, busting myths all about reading, all about schooling and learning. So helping you realize those things that you thought were true that aren't true. So I can help you help your teens. So let's talk about reading some more. We've got to figure out what your teens want to read, okay? And the reason this matters so much is the summer slide. If you haven't heard of this basically means our kids are learning, or not learning, I should say, over the summer. Like they're forgetting the stuff they've learned. And it happens the most, it impacts the most their reading and their math skills. So that's why it's so important that your teens do some review over the summer. Okay, now reading means like actually reading, but it also means vocab. It means context clues. It means inferencing. It means all of these things that tie in to reading. Okay, so I encourage you parents that if you guys are out and about somewhere, like something as simple as like a restaurant menu, or if you're visiting someplace, or you're driving down the road, whatever you're doing, if there's a word that you don't know, parents, speak up. Let your kids go, oh, mom doesn't know it. Well, it's okay if I don't know it because she doesn't know it. And then look it up together, okay? Have a discussion. Well, I think it means this, or no, I think it means this, or, it sounds like it might be French, or it might be Spanish because it's spelled like this. Have a discussion with your teens because your teens might have these skills that they've learned about and forgotten about. Maybe they know what a context clue is. Maybe they are better at inferring than they realized they were. Use all of these skills together as a family. Don't just have your teens read. If they don't want to read, trying to get them to read 20 minutes a day might not be the easiest thing as soon as school's out. But if we try incorporating all these other fun ideas like summer reading programs at the library, maybe a challenge between you, mom, and your kid, how many pages a day, or maybe competition between your kids, this many pages gets this much screen time, you can do it that way. Or it could be, if you want to do the whole they get this if they do that thing, you can do that. I'm not big on the money thing, but you can do it that way. Or for me, a better idea would be preferred activity. They read this many books, they get to go do this with their friends, or you take them to this restaurant, that kind of thing. So definitely know, parents, we got to help your teens love to learn. We got to help them love to read. And we've got to keep them learning all summer long. So some of the strategies that I share, pretty much all the strategies I share about helping teens personalize their learning, helping them love to learn, directly correlates to reading, because if your teen is a visual learner, probably going to like books with lots of colors, lots of imagery, lots of drawings. If he's an auditory learner, he's going to prefer to read books on tape. That's a different discussion for a different day. I definitely like audiobooks for some people, for some students, for some things, but I really want your teens actually looking at pages and reading for the sake of their vocab, for their understanding. Okay, they definitely want to learn more if they actually read it instead of listen to it. And kinesthetic learners, they need to get up and move while they're reading. Some people love to walk and read, exercise and read. That is okay. So, gonna wrap it up. Just wanted to come to you guys. I know it's a little late. Sorry about that. Let me know how I can help with future videos all about summer, about learning. And I hope to see you in the group soon so I can share even more effective reading strategies to help your teen love learning and love reading. Have a great night. See you soon.